Good morning. We live in an enlightened society, and we can comfortably say that we have come a long way in terms of addressing discrimination and the infringement on human rights, and in particular, the rights of persons with disabilities. This was penned expertly in an international instrument that we now call the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. And yet, in the concluding observations, many concerns were still noted on the different articles of the Convention. The South African Disability Alliance is involved in and in consultation with various organizations of crucial importance to the legislative processes in South Africa, like the South African Law Reform Commission and some state departments. In the case of the CRPD, it is the Department of Women, Youth and Persons with Disabilities, which is seated in the presidency. Although ratified, the CRPD has not yet been implemented in South Africa. Thus, Sada is now taking the opportunity of submitting comments to make it applicable to our law through the concept of equality. We are doing this by partaking in Project 148, the most significant disability rights intervention ever, and that here the Law Reform Commission posed questions aimed at discovering the issues at hand and the extent and the need for law reform. We will pay particular attention to Articles 5 through 30 from the UNCRPD. Of course, there are various processes that needs to be followed, and this will probably be very time consuming to be constitutional, comprehensive, and of course, a consulted result is required to create an effective legislative proposal. The only way the UNCRPD can become binding is by passing it into law by our Parliament as an act. We are working very hard to establish the best and the most comprehensive disability legislation, a disability act, if you will, and hopefully in future a governing body like a disability agency, which would be transparent, effective, and hold government accountable for implementing it. As epitomized in our slogan, nothing about us without us, we would like to thank the United Nations and every disability activist out there for giving us this United Nations CRPD. Thank you.